Good evening, my dear children. Today we will discuss email that comes in question number 3b. So the question is you are Suresh oblique second name will appear, that is a feminine name, Smriti. So according to your orientation, according to your choice, you will write the name later. Okay. Head boy, head girl of your school. Head boy or head girl of your school. So you can see here the topic is provided to you, and it is provided the way you want to have it. Your school is going to organize or host an inter-school badminton championship or competition. An inter-school badminton, or you can say championship. So this is the basic question, and keep it in mind, the question is already provided, and this is the same question for the notice part also. So what you have to do, invite the participants of your neighboring schools. Invite the participants of your neighboring schools to take part in that very event. Now keep it in mind, question will not be written in your question paper in this way. This is the first one that I am going to provide. So I have given a separate question because the question will be same as the notice, because notice and email comes in pair. So we'll have a same question for both the topic. So neighboring school by drafting an email. Now children, while writing emails, the way we write exactly in computer, using computer or mobile phone, it is not that exactly same, because this is not going to be typed, neither it is going to be a digital one, it is going to be a written one. So first, what you have to provide? To. So where we are going to write to, there we'll write the name of the recipients. Then comes CC, that is carbon copy. If you want to send the same mail to another person without making a separate DAPT, that time you have to make CC, that is carbon copy. Then BCC, that is blind carbon copy. Then comes subject, which is very important. Keep it in mind, even in later also, when you write subject, it should not be a sentence that after seeing your subject, the person will understand the content of the letter. It should not be like that. Instead, it should be a valid one without a detail. You can write phrase also. Then comes dear sir or dear madam. The way you want to write it, you can write. It depends, it entirely depends on you. Next, after that, what you will have? You will have the body of that entire email. It is not going to be as long as the formal letter. As you keep it in mind, it is formal in format. Not going to be like the formal letters body. It is not that large, but it will have that little bit of length. So we'll write the body, and that must contain all the details that you have already provided in the notice. I further tell you that you should go through that notice in order to understand that email properly, because these two are interrelated. You cannot avoid one to understand another. So be careful, children, mentioned in the notice part. So what is written here, do follow that one properly. Now after that, what will you have? You will have a concluding line, and after concluding line you will have the subscription. Subscription means you will write thanking you, yours faithfully. You can write yours truly also, but I personally don't like yours truly, because we often commit spelling mistake while writing truly. We write TRUELY, that is wrong. It should be TRULY. So avoid that. Instead write yours faithfully. So this is the basic body of our email. But this is not the ultimatum. Here I am going to write the marks that is allotted for this very topic. Now you have got 2 for this recipient. 2 you will get 0.5, that means half marks. For subject, half marks. For dear sir or madam, you will get half marks. Then you will have that body part that must contain, as I told you, all the details. That will contain 2 marks. And your subscription will have half marks or 0.5. So total 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2, that means total 4 marks, and remaining 1 mark is for the introduction, that is 0.5, and conclusion 0.5. So be careful about introduction and conclusion. Introduction is that one where we write I would like to invite you to be a part of this event, you can write. And conclusion, that I am eagerly waiting for your positive reply, or I'll be highly thankful to you if you accept my request. So that is our concluding line and introductory line. So we have got details of 4 marks. Remaining 1 mark is divided. The remaining 1 mark is divided into half plus half. So introductory line and concluding line. So be careful of those two. We need intense practice to understand these things properly, because it is not the same pattern that we have already written in junior classes. It is going to be little bit different. They may ask why there is difference. There is difference means we want to make it. It is only for making the matter compact. There should not be any unnecessary event or detailing. What is needed, that much is written. Okay. We cannot make it exactly what it appears in one mail ID in computer. It is just one replica, almost, not 100%. So 5 for 0.5 for conclusion. So we have to be very careful of these things. Now here comes the topic. Now it is written, for better understanding, please go through the previous video, because in previous video what is there? Their notice is there, and the notice does have the same question. So it will be easier for it will be very much easy for us to understand the relationship between this email and notice that is provided in exam. Clear? It will not be two different topics. It both will be the same thing based on the same event, since that video is related to the same topic. Okay. Now you may think, why are these two things same? Because it will highlight the same event. Okay, same event that is going to be represented in two way. That is going to be represented in two way. That is why it is provided in that way. So link is given below. Okay, just go through that link. Just click that one to go through that notice. It will help you to understand the topic properly. Now further notification is written here in the screen. What you can see, notice and email come in pair. Pair means it will come in question number 3 in composition part. It will come in 5 plus 5, that is 10. 5 plus 5, that is 10. Now you have to be very careful that we should not miss a single mark here, because here it is very much scoring, and already in composition part, especially in essay, it is very difficult to score the maximum mark. I will not tell you that 20 out of 20, but the maximum amount. So here we have to be very calculative, we have to be very careful and score maximum out of it. That means 10 out of 10. It is written theme for both the topic is same. So we have to try to score maximum out of it, that is 10 out of 10. So this is the basic one. Now next we will deal with the topic from the beginning till the end. First it is given 2. That means the recipient. Now recipient principal, St. Xavier School @gmail.com. Now if you write it in capital letter, it will be wrong. Email address to be written in small letter. Keep it in mind, you cannot write the name of the person because principal cannot be your friend. So you cannot write the name of that person. Instead, you have to write exactly the name, exactly principal. And obviously, you have to write the name of the school. So it can be identified properly that you are writing to the principal of a particular school, not to your friends. Second thing is that while writing like this, be careful. Here I have even used one semicolon. That is why two addresses are added here. Since I have given two addresses, you can write this one into CC also, carbon copy. That means the same copy will go to the second person. But I did not write that one. You can, if you wish, you can go to do that one. But there is no requirement of blind carbon copy. That means BCC. Avoid that one fully. Better what the format I am writing here, better follow that one. That will be easier to understand and easier to go through. The more we will write, the more we will forget, because this is totally based on format. So better we should avoid unnecessary detailing. So principal Javiers at the rate gmail.com, principal Gurukul at the rate gmail.com. Here I have written CC BCC, but I will not use these two things. So I am going to cut these two things off, because less it will be, better it will be. Next, if you write this email to a friend or to the class teacher, in that case you have to change the name. In that case you have to write class teacher 7 at the rate gmail.com. So according to situation, you have to use the recipient's name. Now subject is not going to be a long one, it is not going to be a sentence, because email ID in inbox, the subject is visible. If you write a long subject, that person will not read your email. Just go through the subject and just discard that one. Better you should write that one as small as possible. If you write in phrase, there is no problem. So what is written? Invitation to participate in badminton championship. First thing it is written, dear students, or dear sir, dear sir, madam, then comma. Don't write ma'am, don't use short form. So that is the first term. Then we are going to use what? We are going to use the introductory part. That means the introduction. With due respect. With due respect. You can make it longer also with humble submission. We can make it longer. There is no problem. But I suggest write compact. Don't describe in such a way that it will be lengthy and very boring. So what is written? With due respect. Then obviously the term come I would like to, because it is the format. The format is entirely formal. That is why we should use all the formal terms. Okay, there is no rule like notice writing that you have to write in passive or something like that. You can write in general statement. I would like to invite you to take part in. Now, I cannot invite the principal to take part in that championship. I can invite the students. So, I can invite him in another way, in another formal way. Just like I can invite you to be the chief guest, to be the chief guest for the upcoming event in our school. So, in that way, I can invite him. So, invitation should be formal. Now, further, I will invite him to allow his children to participate in this one. Okay, you can make it shorter also. You can write, I would like to inform you about the upcoming event. That also you can write. But to make it sound better, I have written that to be the chief guest for the upcoming event. So be careful of that one. According to situation, you have to write this email. Think it is flood, recent flood, you have to request the neighboring school to donate something. So you'll write, I would like to invite you to take part in this event and donate some amount. So that way also you can write. So first, be careful. The main motto of this video is to make you aware of the format, and if you are aware of the format, the body will not cause that much problem. So guest for the upcoming badminton championship. Now next. So again the same badminton championship, full stop. Which is going to be conducted. You can write going to be conducted is the best term here. Going to be in our school ground. Now here I am writing school ground, so no need to mention that St. Paul school ground. You can write in school ground. That means you are writing about exactly school. Okay, ground is not mentioned here. That should be mentioned here. Okay, that is wrong here. So that is missing here. You should write in school ground, in our school. So that we have already mentioned in our notice part 2. On 10th July, the championship will continue till 12th July. So the date I have provided in notice, the same date I am mentioning here. There should not be any dissimilar thing in these two. Uniformity should be maintained. That we have provided in that notice, the same thing. The next sentence is the matches will be played in our school ground. So here it is mentioned. Previously I did not mention, now it is mentioned. Will be played in our school ground. So the venue is mentioned, time is mentioned. There is no need to mention that title. If you wish, if you can mention that creative title, that I invite you to take part to be the chief guest in our event. That is wish to win. That you can write, but there is no necessity to write that one. The matches will be played in our school playground. I further request you to send, it is written end, it should be send a team of 4 players. I further request you to send a team of 4 players. So here the request is done. The way the message question was asked, that invite the students of the neighboring school to take part in it. So the request is done here. So the imperative term is added here. Team of 4 players to take part in it. So the invitation is done here. So maximum part is over, body part almost over. Now what is required? That is that concluding line is required. Now further I am adding few more sentences to make it look better. You can avoid that one also. But everything we cannot go for marks. Beyond marks we have something, that is the quality. So we have to maintain that quality of that very topic. Otherwise it will be very boring and looks very colorless. The champion team will be awarded with the cash amount of rupees 5,000. You can write anything in that part. That the participating teams need to pay an amount of 100 rupees. That also you can add. So anything you can add here. This is nothing but extending that statement. Cash and a trophy. Now this is almost done. So now last one is that that concluding line, that conclusion. So the conclusion, what I am going to write here: hope you will reply with a positive note. That means I am just waiting for his reply. You can write in another way also. You can write like that: wish you will accept my invitation. I will be highly thankful to you if you kindly accept my invitation. Anyway, you can write. Hope I have written here, so it is formal in sense. You can write I would be highly thankful to you if you accept my invitation. Anyway, you can write this one. It should be one concluding term, and there should be the tone should be formal. Okay. Hope you will reply with a positive note. Now that ends my writing. Writing means the body part of that very email. Now drafting is completed almost. Just only you have to write thanking you, that is the subscription. Thanking you, comma, yours faithfully. Often we commit mistake here. Look at the spelling carefully. YOURS. There is no apostrophe. No apostrophe. Faithfully, F small letter, comma. And now your name. The name is given there in that part. Student asks the question that, sir, why should not you use the name in the notice part? The name is given to you not to use in notice part. Instead, you should use that one in email part. Ramesh Roy, and you give your designation, that who you are. As it is mentioned that head boy or head girl. So it should be head boy. So the name is solely used for that email part, not for the notice part. So there should not be any confusion. Okay. So this is the conclusion of our email. Do go through that notice also for better understanding. Thank you very much. Go through the entire video. Okay. Stay safe, stay healthy, dear children.